Good evening. How's everybody doing? It's 11:36 on the 19th of January of 2019. I hope you guys are finding this video well and in good health, hopefully. A couple of things I figured, since I've been emailing you guys and sending out this information, I might as well create kind of a video introduction of myself. My name is Beatrice Rodriguez, of course. I have a degree in computer-aided drafting and design. I got this in 1994. We were probably under attack here in the United States, in full-blown attack by 1991, which is when I graduated from high school. So I had no idea what the hell was going on. Anyway, my history in regards to this webpage here is I did contact the United States government on August 28th, 2001 in regards to a potential attack. And I was in Manhattan at the time, enjoying my job quite thoroughly. I was an editor, as well as did some production and production coordinating and whatnot. So this really is the worst industry you can possibly get yourself into. I mean, it is just suicide. These people all bug the fuck out of each other, and literally for stories, for money, for everything. I mean, for drug dealing, I mean, the whole shebang. Since then, I have been nothing but robbed, and I'm talking just robbed. My family do not act like themselves. The interesting aspect of being on this side of this type of attack is I get to get a taste of all the newest, latest, and greatest technologies in covert land. So I am the first one to blurt out crap. It really is fun to discover all this stuff that's floating around, but of course, they're bombing us with it. It's kind of like being able to study a nuclear bomb up close, and get a first dibs on what's out there. It's just kind of nice. Sometimes it actually eggs me on to go and pick a fight, see what the hell they're going to throw at me. Yeah, it's pretty interesting. In regards to my ability to focus under these types of circumstances, I programmed myself through the road. I went ahead and I listened to trance music while driving on the road and used the lines on either side of the center of the road while listening to trance music and focusing on it to hypnotize myself. I did this for a solid 4 years total. So it sunk in pretty well, and it's an automatic muscle. Yeah, excuse me, I have printer problems I need to repair. So I've been able to kind of float above this stuff. And a lot of the times I figured out that if I go and pick a fight, I get shot at. Now, when I get shot at, my brain actually goes into a firing mode. When it does that, it's a huge stimulus. Of course, later on, that brain matter can actually die from lack of circulation or neural damage, or whatever the case may be. So it's pretty dangerous, but it was definitely a lot of fun. I am also Starfire Sage on Twitter. And I am also Art Flare Girl for Intelligent Art. RM Diggs, that's also my page. And a couple of others that I haven't accessed in a while, including I am B. Rodriguez on Twitter, which is also me. Back in 2001, my email address was starfire1111@hotmail.com, Betty Boop at bellsouth.net, and Al Camira, I think it was in msn.com, as well as bellsouth.net, and I think I had a Hotmail for Al Camira. Now, the purpose of that was because back in the day, I was starting a nice entertainment company, which was Starfire Entertainment. Starfire had nothing to do with actually getting your head scanned and finding Starfire, but it does allude to that. Starfire is just physically comprised of individuals who were the lights in the sky and the power behind the company. It had nothing to do with any of that. In the Alchemira, same thing is true. It's the alchemy of the filmmaking process, which I was extremely fascinated and enamored with at the time, until I found out that they actually torture each other and bug each other and kill each other like cattle. Big time. It's extremely huge in their industry, and they're very defensive about their assets and in regards to financial gains from this type of technological attack, which made them a very attractive ally for Al Qaeda. they'll pose as us. I've never been paid, not even for reporting the attack prior to taking place. And a lot of people sit there and try to pose as me, and they've even sat there and gotten DNA therapy with my belongings. I think they have regular access to me because there's a few of them that look like me, which means they have regular access to hair and blood. They have several lookalikes of my parents. The way to, and my family members, is way to physically detect the differences, the utilization of bone marrow. You use a bone tap. Shoulder or spine, and a lot of times they'll sit there and they'll damage your bone marrow via worms. And they'll figure out other ways to kill off your bone marrow, believe it or not. What am I, in regards to being shot at? I mean, we all get shot at. We all have to deal with the fact that when we get in our cars, we're going to get shot at. Number one, use, drink a lot of fluid, not too much, of course. And if your kidneys start to go, just pick up some ramen noodles and some other stuff, like alkaline stuff. Vinegar potato chips always helps a lot because it's a vasodilator as well as it's got sodium for conductivity. And taking something like citicoline will help the process and neural repair. It's not really neural, all it is the connectors, which is nerves. Same principle with choline. So that'll do you some good. President actually works with these people just because he's in huge debt, and I think he was more of a thug than he was a actual casino owner, bouncer, and being bounced around at the same time. And you figure out the environment, run the scenario in your mind so you can kind of figure out what's going on there. I am thankful for his wall, though. We really do need it because we have an influx of Middle Easterners coming in from Mexico. We have a whole stampede of fucking cattle of Middle Easterners coming in from Mexico. Those aren't just Mexicans. And with it comes drugs and everything they can in order to corrupt the system and infiltrate it and destroy it, including us. The neighbors here, I constantly hear people screaming, and they like to. I hear bones being broken and somebody being called an animal and whatnot. And now this one across the street here has a pool table, and I think he's covering up for bone snaps with his fucking pool table. And they do other ways too, but they are very much so taking people hostage. We do, in regards to technology, we do need some excess carbon dioxide detectors through the ventilation shafts that we are finding. We're talking like cattle wrangle here, a big one. Also need faster reporting capabilities. I'm in need of some wireless cameras with the live feed. That would be nice. And some way to mark the feed would be great. I'm in a negative $21 in the bank because I have been robbed. And really do need some sort of financial stability here. A small amount would be great. Of course, since they're posing as you and stealing identities and getting into your house, and they even had remote access switched on my computer, which means that some of you guys might have gotten slammed. I recommend scanning everything prior to opening it, but really kind of do need some security here at home. Really kind of do need a wall of our own. The cops are dead, right? When you walk into Florida, just remember the cops are just dead. What else was I going to say? Need financial stability. They do pose as you, hence you don't get a job. They won't let me have kids, stuff like that. They might have actually given me a radioactive plutonium just to screw with me because I did have really nasty gout ear. Now it's gone, and I'm feeling rather ill. And I know they're not giving me thyroxine, so something's up. I do need a full blood work from somebody who is not under the control of a terrorist group. And I think that's it. Oh, yeah. Right now, I have to reinstall my McAfee because I have no idea what they did to my computer. And most of the time, I take my hard drives with me. So I can't imagine what's the time frame for them having done this. But I'm going to end up gluing the freaking windows shut. See if I can keep this crap from happening, because they've stolen like micro SD disks, and they've stolen documents, and they've stolen passwords, anything they can possibly get their hands on. I mean, these are just guerrilla terrorists. Period. Looking for the fastest way to make money, which is oddly enough both drug dealing and the film industry. As you can imagine, everything else is working 9 to 5. And freelancing is pretty fun. Anyway, yeah. I think that's everything. Watch out for President. Smiles and stuff. That's what I do. Oh, actually, for my end here, I can bitch out and have it be legal, because it is within my legal bonds. That's my time frame here. Okay, I'm at 10:50. In regards to any attacks on the police and anything I have done, they literally framed me constantly in order to get money, in order for me to do stuff for them, because I am that trained. Well, my training is for the defense of the citizens of the United States, not for the police to masturbate to. It is not their freaking tool, nor it is their freaking toy, nor is it their freaking toy, and no. I'm not in the military, so obviously they have no jurisdiction there either, and they keep desperately trying to get me to murder people for them. Then it's a resounding go fuck yourself. I justify my attacks under United States Code 18 United States Code Section 1958, murder for hire. I am not for hire. The only amount that I will take, which calms these people down, because they said everybody can be bought, which is one of the reasons why they persist in their attacks here, is my price is $333 million for one single person. It means I don't bomb buildings. I take out one single person with $333 million, and none of these people have $333 million. The entire transaction must be recorded and sent to the authorities, to my proper contacts, and that is it. Yeah. Anyway, enjoy the design I gave you. I hope it lightens up your day, and brightens your day. Excuse me. I hope it gives you hope for the future, and it brings you and your family good health. And the idea behind that, I know it's like, you should have just stayed with one person, man. We all want the money. It's too much power. I'm trying to break holes in the bug lines here, so to speak. This is called robbing these people. They've spent 2 decades robbing me, probably even longer, of identity and passwords and computer activity, and they probably bugged the crap out of my room, they bugged me as well. So this is me returning the favor, is pure, unadulterated revenge. So that's it. Have a good one.